Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
In the dark, 1 week later, thousands of Metro Detroiters with no patience left as DTE tries to get the last of its customers back online. Good to have you along for the noon. Right now, more than 45,000 DTE customers are without power, and in many communities, that includes schools. There are currently 24 school closings, including all of Ecorse public schools. DTE defending its performance last week, saying it was an unprecedented ice storm. It is offering a $35 credit for customers who have been without power for more than 96 hours. That credit will be automatically applied to eligible customers' bills. Our other top story this noon, the youth hockey doctor accused of sexually assaulting his patients in court today, facing a judge, and it comes as charges continue to stack up against the Oakland County doctor. Let's get to Jacqueline Francis. She was at the court hearing today. Good afternoon, Jacqueline.
Jason, as you said, the charges are really beginning to stack up against the so-called hockey doc. In the courtroom, he was arraigned on 4 additional counts of criminal sexual conduct. And today, we also got to learn a little bit more about how the judge and the defendant know one another through the world of youth hockey.
All right, calling the matters of the people versus V. Leverin.
The hockey doc was back in court this morning. Dr. Zvi Leverin went before an Oakland County judge on 4 new counts Tuesday, including 2 counts of 3rd-degree criminal sexual conduct and 2 counts in the 4th degree. After today's arraignment, the total number of charges against the Farmington Hills urologist comes to 31. Most, if not all, the victims are connected to youth hockey organizations. Leverin was first charged with the 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct last October, following a medical exam of a 19-year-old male at his home office. Today in court, Judge James Brady admitting that he too has been to Leverin's home office, announcing his own relationship with the defendant.
I do know the defendant. I've known him for about 18 years. I was the hockey booster president for 3 years, the high school hockey team. My son played there. My nephew played at another high school team that he was affiliated with. The defendant's actually taken stitches out of my face from a puck at his house.
The judge offered to recuse himself because of this potential conflict of interest, but the attorneys on both sides said there's no need for that, so the judge will stay on this case. Leverin is due back here in April. He remains behind bars. Reporting live in Farmington Hills, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4. Yeah, all right. A very interesting connection there. All right, Jacqueline. A big day for the country's high court. You're looking live at the Supreme Court building in D.C., where justices will hear arguments for and against President Biden's student loan relief plan. Demonstrators standing just below the steps demanding the court uphold the plan, including Michigan Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib.
We're not going to stop. They can continue to try to gaslight us, to say this or that, but we all know the President of the United States has every legal authority to cancel debt in our country.
The Supreme Court is focused on 2 cases linked to the program, and the outcome could impact millions of Americans with student loans.
A crowd gathers near the U.S. Supreme Court in anticipation of the High Court's decision on the country's student loan forgiveness program.
We must and we will do all we can to help educators obtain relief. We must and we will continue the pursuit toward our ultimate goal of ensuring not one, not some, but every single student has what they need and what they deserve to live into their brilliance. Are you with me? Are you ready to fight?
Millions of student loan borrowers could see up to $20,000 of their debt canceled, depending on the outcome of Tuesday's hearing.
What we want to remind American people more broadly is how this program is going to give tens of millions of Americans across the country a little bit of a breathing room that you hear from the president, who says this a lot. That's part of his economic plan.
Critics of the program say the country just simply can't afford to pick up that tab.
We believe that a lot of the inflation is a direct result of bad policies that this president's done through executive order, like canceling the Keystone Pipeline and the student loan debt and things like that.
2 cases are in front of the justices today. In one, 6 Republican-led states say they would be harmed financially if the program goes into effect. The other involves 2 borrowers in Texas who don't fully qualify for debt forgiveness under the program.
No word when the justices will make that ruling, but the outcome does also determine when payments on federal student loans will continue after a 3-year pandemic pause. The White House says payments resume 60 days after this is resolved or at the end of August, whichever comes first. Well, take a look at this. What a view if you're a Canadian or if you're a Windsorite, Windsoregon. Different countries, but the same wacky forecast coming our way. Let's get to Ashley, who is tracking an up and down week. You think it's Windsorian?
I don't know. I just know that if anything's wacky, it's the guy at the anchor desk at this noon hour. What, me?
To whom you're referring,
Well, the weather certainly has been wacky, too. So let's look at the countdown for spring. We are officially 20 days away from the spring equinox, which is March 20th. So 20 days till March 20th means tomorrow's March 1st. And let me tell you, March is going to come in like a lion. And so this is what we are tracking. For tomorrow, a wintry mix early that could create some slick spots for the early morning drive. We don't hold on to it long. Temperatures are going to rise into the 50s tomorrow. We get a brief calm day and then an impactful storm will be knocking at our doorstep Friday, where I think that we definitely get precipitation. It's definitely going to have an impact. The type of precip we have is still to be kind of panned out and dictated. So satellite right now, this is an awesome satellite imagery where you can see how we have a little break in the clouds over by Grand Rapids. So we do anticipate some of these clouds to break a little later this afternoon, but otherwise overcast skies throughout much of southeastern Michigan. That puts us at 38 in the city, same in Grosse Ile, 37 at Metro Airport, 33 in Pontiac at this hour, and those winds are sustained between about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So taking you throughout the rest of the day, well, we're going to top out right around 44 degrees this afternoon. We'll have more on that forecast coming up.
All right, Ashley. Detroit Youth Choir rocking out on AGT last night. Check it out. I see also getting lots of love from the city before they came to our studio today. Stopped over at City Council session. President Mary Sheffield presenting the Spirit of Detroit Award to choir director Anthony White and several members of the DYC. They deserve every bit of it. It's so much fun to watch them go.